Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another game. This game's really interesting, by the way. I pick an item in the later rounds that I don't think many of you guys would pick.
Both teams have locked in their lineups,
and it really changes like our damage output in the game.
Enter the stadium.
I'll give you a sneak preview of some numbers on the screen right now. But we'll get into what the item is and what those mean a little bit later. Quick one. So the spawn doors open at the start of this match, right? And I read on Reddit that if you time your fade correctly, you can stay outside of the spawn. I didn't time it correctly, so we're stuck in the spawn. Right. Anyway, going on to round one, we're against Ryan, Torb, Ash, Mercy, and Juno. Now, I love Phantasm against Ryan. The problem is you're thinking, well, sorry, I'm thinking here, Torb's ranged, there's guns, Ash is ranged, Juno's ranged. As much as I'd love Phantasm here, it might not be the best choice. Now, I'm looking at Cross Orbal and thinking, I could get that, or I could just stack healing with Phantasm if I feel like I can't get close to them. But Cross Orbal's really good against the Torb turrets, just because you're going to have a healing orb following you every time that you go and put out some damage. So I still get ability lifesteal, which I don't normally get if I'm going Cross Orbal, but I haven't decided at this point. Waiting until the last second, and we do lock in Cross Orbal. So I see Ryan's got healing, and then Torb, Molten Core, heals allied heroes as a first round power. So he's only going to be able to use that power when he's got his ult. Okay, mate. Well, that's not something I was expecting. Like, surely you'd go Mag Mini first, and then in the next round you'd get that. But that already leads me to believe that Ryan with healing shield, and Torb with healing in Molten Core, the enemy team looks like they're going for some mega heal build, right? And yeah, we'll see later on in the game that is very much the case. So, Juno Missile hits us as we fall off. I'm not happy about that. So, enemy team has capped the point. Our Hazard's getting a little bit bullied on fire at the moment. Gonna see if we can get an orb out. Not in time. Try to heal a soldier, but he runs away. I used to love Cross Orbal and think it was amazing, but Phantasm, I just prefer it like so much more. So we're trying to bounce the flat bounce on the heal orb there while we fire the damage orb at the enemy team. Fade jump up top just to add a bit of width. Again, fire the damage orb one direction, heal orb a different direction towards our team. So again, a bit more width here, see what we can do. We're in range to heal our tank up. Again, split orbs. Dynamite's coming in, so we fade because we heard the Ash throw the dynamite. It wasn't actually aimed towards us, but we didn't know. Didn't really want to give her that ult charge. So now again, some width here, but we have to fade back to try and get to our tank in time. But yeah, Shatter killed him. There's a Mercy. We're not really doing a lot here. It's really hard to break through. Gonna have to yeah, fade back here. See if we can heal our brig. We've got Cross Orbal. Missiles come in. They're also hitting us here. It's pretty hard to push against this. We're going to go for it though. Got to fire a orb. We fire the heal orb first. Try to get to the point. We get a little baby touch there, which triggers the overtime. See if anyone on our team is going to be able to get to the point in time. Does mean more cash for everybody. Everyone does actually. We've got some players, but there is Molten Core on the point. Bob's also on the point. Takes 3 down. And we use Coalescence to give us a move speed in hope that we could fade over and get to the point in time. But we don't manage to do it. Coffee is not happy. I think they're talking about the Juno. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'm thinking the Juno. I mean, she did get 14k. We kind of were broke that round, right? We only got 10k, which puts us a little bit behind. But that's fine. Really, it doesn't take away from this game. This game it's fascinating, in my opinion anyway. Like tactically, and also it's yeah, just a good game to watch in my opinion. So, what are we going to do in round 2 when we're broke? So I'm thinking that they're complaining about the Juno here, so I'm saying Ballistic Buffer would really help, because it's just going to give you a nice
We're in the middle innings and everyone's
ballistic
waiting
buffer.
to see how the match shakes out.
Moon, the support on our team, by the way, I don't think I've ever lost a game with them. Like, they're very good on support. So I'm pretty confident actually going into this game, even being a round down, that we'll come back from this, because I know supports have a lot of carry potential in Stadium. Yeah, I'm hoping we can do that. So I actually picked Smart Orbs because of Cross Orbal. I don't normally buy Smart Orbs really at all. And then we're buying a bunch of defensive items because there's nothing else I really want. So it's like, might as well just get some health. Cross Orbal should allow our heal orbs to stick a little bit more. And then obviously it also allows the damage orb to stick as well. So we don't have much ability power, only 15%. But I'm hoping that we'll generate a bit more cash just by having the orbs hit their max value more often. And I am Coffee. He's already given up. Saying now we're losing to the Mercy. Juno, we're just apparently losing the game. So we just managed to be out of range of the pin there. Heal the soul drop. We don't want him demoralized more than he already is. But now that means we've left our tank alone for a bit. Fade round to try and get an orb over onto the tank and cross orbal orb over onto ours. Oh, he's very low health here. Juno's also there. We don't have Phantasm though, even though I'm playing like I do because I'm just so used to playing with it. Oh, Ash, very, very low health. Sneaky Pete gets taken down. Torb's also taken down. Guns down by the orb because we're expecting the Rhine to retreat. They do retreat, but yeah, we've also rotated around the wrong way. It's a full health Rhine. Mercy's coming through as well. Didn't flat bounce the healing orb there. Disappointed in myself. So Ryan, we saw him dash off over into that direction, so we know he's coming up here. We'll be able to just fire a bouncing orb there, do a bit more damage as our tank now tries to push him. It's a bit risky there. Ryan can take you off the map. But I guess Hazard also has kind of boots as well. Ash taken down because she was isolated. We're looking for the res now, making sure that Mercy can't get it. There is an annoying Torb turret there, though. Mercy's very low health. I think Casti got a shot as well. Don't know where this pin's coming in, though. Just up the top by the looks of it. So we're just going to go over onto the point. Can follow our cross orbal orb. That turret's still there. I actually want the turret to shoot me so that the Torb can't replace the turret. So we stepped out there just to make it shoot like once. So we can put a better position turret down. Not without detonating the gun. But our team doesn't look like they're pushing forward here. Probably rightfully so. I mean, they're a player down, and we're in a good position to hold this next point. We fire one orb out towards their team and healing orb so it bounces around. Ryan goes in, Brig knocks him down. Got a bit of damage. Shouldn't have shatter here, I don't think. Just dodging the dynamites as well. Right, can the enemy team get a push in? Oh, Bob comes in, Brig knocking the Bob down again as well. Oh, our Casti's very low health. I'm not moving out of this position though because I'll just be chasing him around. Brig got a pack over onto the Casti, I think, anyway. So they had that covered. In comes Juno. Oh, Brig's getting a bit low here. Uses Rally. Shatter comes in. We fade it. Molten Core on the point. That's also got the healing, remember. That means the Torb's kind of hard to kill. Trying to heal our Brig up a little bit. Ryan's not on the point. He's trying to jump up to the top. Gets a Fire Strike over onto us. Pin comes in over onto the Brig to see if we can get a little heal up. But no, actually, Brig gets taken down. Going to fade, but make sure we're on some high ground so we can't get immediately pinned. Fire Strike comes in, though. We've got some time to work with here. Jump down onto the point and just fade round. See if we need to. We can go take the Mega, but we've got our orb cooldown. We can bounce an orb. Still got time. Half of it's capped. In comes the Hazard ult. Jump onto the high ground again just because it gives us more options for cover. Tor, very weak, gets taken down. We're getting our Coalescence up very, very soon. Dodge the Ryan pin with our fade. Quick heal on the rest of our team. Ryan's bouncing up on the jump pad. Get some damage out on him. I want to fade up there to try and engage if he... I mean, we've got walls there that we can use to dodge stuff. If he swings against us, I believe we've got the health to take him down. In fact, we do. No tank here. I'm not sure who's going to be able to get a touch on the point here. We bounce the orb at the last second just in case somebody does push. And we do manage to take the round. A lot better showing from our team. 13,000. We get MVP for that one. Nearly 14,000 cash. Good performance that round. Also from the Brig, who I don't think was rewarded enough for a lot of those knockdowns. Right. Round 3. If it ever loads, Blizzard. There we go. So, we can get some debuffs in. Now, they are on a heal build, but this Rhine's putting a lot of pressure over onto our Hazard. I'm going to get Phantasm. They're saying, Moira, as a Moira enjoyer myself, weapon or ability power best. Both of them are good. Attack speed is better than weapon power if DPS. I mean, if you're going a kind of heal build or heal over time where you get precarious potency, weapon power is great. Yeah, anyway. Just answering questions in the chat. If you want your questions answered, be sure to leave a comment on the video. I try to answer as many as I can. And of course, hit that like button. Really helps me out. And shows that you like the content, which is good feedback. Right, liquid nitrogen. As I said, the Rhine, I believe, is causing a problem. They are frontlining, as a Rhine should, for the enemy team. Maybe if we can slow them down a bit, we'll have a bit less pressure, a bit more space to work with. Now, I did have some doubts about it because remember we said how the enemy team is looking to build kind of a strong healing comp. Cyber Venom could be the better choice, but I feel like this Rhine has got so much presence, and rather than just stopping the healing, I want to stop his presence. So that's the thought process behind this. We'll see if it works out. Firing the damage orb to the team, heal orb again with our team as well. Dynamite comes in, we want to fade that. We're going to fade all the way back so we don't get hit by the other explosions. Rhine's isolated himself. Can we get some damage out onto him? Yeah, a little bit. We've got to be careful of a pin here coming out onto us. So we want to stay the other side of something, like this little statue. This fish, actually. Trying to keep our tank alive, but wow, their healing's kind of crazy, or our damage is really, really low here. Rhine's just so difficult to burn down. Hazard gets shattered. Oh, something stopped the Rhine pin there. It might have been the door. We've got Phantasm now, so we can certainly put an orb down there. We've also used Cross Orbal to heal ourselves up. Just a quick check on the rest of my team. Torb's in trouble. 3 players focusing them down. Dynamites are in on us. We don't need to fade just yet. We can actually just rotate around here. And actually, I want to get in a position where I can use Coalescence, trap the Asher on the retreat. See if we can get him down here. Rhine's there, though. We've got our fade. Try and, yeah, put some damage out onto the Rhine. We've got to wait for the explosions, though, from the Dynamite before we can push. Great Torb position. Like turret, if our Cassidy's not going to shoot that turret, we fire the orb. It's actually at the Torb, not the turret, and we're trying to use the Cross Orb. The wall stops the Rhine up in there. Phantasm as well, bounce a flat orb. That Rhine is done for, absolutely obliterated. Our team is making great progress on the bot right now. We've got it to the checkpoint. There is a Bob. We want to drop down a Phantasm orb, fire our other orb. That'll also heal. Brig rotating out. We can, I mean, we don't have to kill the Bob, but it's like, yeah, we're not really doing much else there, so it's sort of surviving against the Bob while also attacking. Rhine pins through. We've got our fade, though. Rotate round to get the mini. See if we can get round to the... Okay. The Rhine chased us. Didn't think he was chasing. Didn't think he was going to shatter for that as well. That was risky because we were nearly round the corner. So enemy team take down me and our tank. So they're finally able to get their first meters on the board. It's nice that we've got it up to checkpoint. That gives us a really nice lead to work with. It also means they've got a pause. We get hit by a fire strike, so we're going to fade over to the Mega, but we've got to make sure that we're using the walls for cover. Hazard ult didn't seem to do too much. The rest of our team wasn't really there at the time. Trying to get some weapon healing, but our weapon healing is really weak right now. Considered fade jumping up top, but there wasn't really much need. But instead, we've got an orb. Actually, the orbs are getting great value in that little room. We want to place the Phantasm orb there. Rhine's blocking a fair amount of it from the shield, but again, that Cross Orb coming in, saving us. Cross Orbal in the second round is really, really good. I'm just not a fan of it in the first round because I prefer Phantasm. But, I mean, a lot of Moiras pick Cross Orbal, and to be honest, most people, you'd be right to pick it. So, we actually only make about 9k this round. MVPs are the tanks for both teams, similar amounts of cash. Looking at the healing stats, there was a quick glance there. I'm expecting the enemy team to have more healing than us, like, all the time. I mean, I play very heavy DPS style Moira, but it's how much. And then we decide, should we get Cyber Venom or not?
What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
So looking at the money, we have to sell some stuff if we want to get Cyber Venom as well. And then what's that actually going to mean for us? So the Torb turrets are proving to be really, really annoying. Ryan's got a gap closer as well. A lot of sustain. Yeah. That Ryan's going to be pretty difficult to kill. So looking around at what we can actually sell. I sell Smart Orbs for now. That brings me up to 13,730 cash. And I want Numerico because it's just... it allows me to drop off those orbs, fade, and get a load of health back. And I'm not just going to get shot by one long distance Torb shot or a turret or something. And I prioritize Numerico over getting the debuffs because it's just super, super strong. And now it's like... okay, my AP's pretty good here. I want ability lifesteal for Phantasm. And then... okay. We decided, look, we won the last round with Liquid Nitrogen. Let's stick with it. So we still haven't got the Cyber Venom. But they've got quite a lot of healing going on. So we'll see if we can just win this round as well. Always punch that cactus. Okay, Dynamite hits us. We're going to fade back to cleanse that off. Also leave an orb behind. Hazard getting hit by those Dynamites. Wow, there's just so much like AoE damage there. We want to always get kind of close to the Rhine so that we can slow him down. Oh, that was a risky back forward fade there. We just about get round the corner. Ryan using that gadget to great effect here. Gonna fade, drop off that orb and go into the window. Can we get enough healing over onto Hazard? The gun's shooting us though at the back. No one's dealing with it. We've got heroes that can deal with it. You know, 2 ranged DPS. But that turret is still just sat there the whole time. We have to try and use this cover. I mean, what are we gonna do? It doesn't do much damage, but it's annoying. And I think the Torb took the mark. Did he take clocked? I think he did. So every time that turret's shooting us, do we see it on our teammates? I think I just checked it, but I didn't see it because I was looking for the icons. I'm pretty sure he took clocked here. So that means that our team are getting marked and every bit of weapon damage, and it's only weapon damage from the enemy team that hits them, hits players on our team. Within 8 seconds of a turret shooting them is going to deal 15% more damage. It's basically like a Discord orb for Torbjorn. And it is incredibly strong. Like, ridiculously strong. So we fade that. The pin from Ryan also drops off an Orb Brim with a slow attached. The problem is here, the enemy team's making excellent progress on the objective. I mean, it's bad for us. We use Coalescence to try and take down the Juno. Mercy's there. She actually hit a tiny bit of the wall. Going to slow them down as well. The quick fling on the Rhine. Shatter comes in. It doesn't tag us, but the Rhine's coming for a pin. We've got our fade just about in time. But how are we going to get to this objective? They are pushing it and pushing it. And now there's a Rhine and at least an Ashe over here. We've killed the supports. Mercy's going to be coming back pretty soon. I've got to get involved with this. Bob gets launched over towards our objective. And I'm the only one who's moving. Like, oh, tank's finally arriving, but we're going a different way round. Torbolt's there as well, so we climb up on top of the boxes. We were going to land on the floor and then try and fade forward. But the enemy team, well, fade across over to the high ground. The enemy team's still just pushing it and pushing it. I mean, it's no good for us to push ours here. Finally, Hazard goes in. I mean, okay, he was trying to go in a little bit earlier, but he does get taken down. Are we even going to be able to get there? Briggs' turn now with Rally. That should buy us a little bit of time. We need to fire an orb. We've got cross orbal, so we can fire a damage orb. It's going to slow the Ryan down. Ryan's getting very low. Does pin our Brig, and Brig gets taken down. We're staying over onto this cart right now. There is a long-range Ashe, though. We've got to be careful for the Dynamites. Chasing the Ashe now. Orb goes in, but the Mercy's just tagged him. Hazard on the point as well. Oof. He gets shattered. As soon as he gets pinned across, we need to move to rotate to be the one contesting the objective, because I have no idea how much further it's got to go, but it doesn't look like there's very far at all. Trying to flat bounce these orbs as much as possible. We had our fade, but we didn't fade in time. I don't think it would have mattered too much. Enemy team take that round, and I mean, it's the heals. Liquid Nitrogen didn't help. Their Ryan's got 5,500 healing. Supports are in the like 4.3s. That's some pretty high healing.
Time for the teams to
But
give
look,
up.
we haven't got enough to just straight up buy it. So to buy Cyber Venom, that is. So we get multi-ball because we just want to add debuffs as much as possible. It seems like the soldier's just still complaining. I haven't been paying attention. So sell the whole build. Let's look what we've got. So if we were to get Cyber Venom, we were to get Lumerico, because I believe that's really important, especially with the turret shooting us all the time. We get our ability lifesteal. We get Nano Cola. Vitality Amplify gives us a bit more ability lifesteal. We don't necessarily need that. Sell Nano Cola for now because we're looking... no, wait. We sold Energized Bracers because we've already got the ability lifesteal with Vitality Amplifier. Then we rebuy Energized Bracers. I mean, we're just shuffling around to try and work out the money here, right? Because we've got 5,400 left. And what are we going to buy here? Just Smart Orbs. That leaves 1,400 on the table. So we're just trying to see if we can maximize that amount of money that we're spending. I don't think there's really anything else because, yeah, we could spend more. We could get multi-tool or something. But I'm not a fan of just having 5% extra cooldown. I'd rather have the ability lifesteal. So yeah, looking at the gadgets as well, field support may have been a really good option.
Not long now until the teams lock in for the round.
We haven't yet picked the item that I'm talking about.
3, 2,
That's
1.
coming soon.
Capture the objective.
The item that I spoke about at the start of the video. So, jumping up top, enemy team takes the jump pads. Oh, Hazard got pinned and deleted. I mean, yeah. Okay. Just gotta watch out. Our Cassidy's there. Can we jump up on some high ground just so Ryan can't pin us? We can fade jump up top there. Instead, the Ashe try and catch her off guard before she gets her bearings. Oh, Juno's getting hit by the orbs. Does get really weak. Oh, the Juno manages to escape, but we're now attacking the Mercy. Mercy ain't gonna escape this. Maybe if the Juno came back, they would have just tagged with each other. Oh, a 1 health Ashe. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Double orbs over onto the Torb. One's going to flat bounce back as well. Take the Torb down with huge amounts of damage. Ryan going for the punch, but Briggs stole that one from us. I mean, we were stealing all the kills, so fine. Our team take the point. Hear the footsteps. Bounce an orb. We want to get near to the doorway so we can drop off a Phantasm orb here. Ashe sets us on fire, so we don't really want to take too much here. Get out the door, fade back, and if Ryan goes for a pin, we're behind cover. We're always trying to fade somewhere that's pin-proof. Right? Whenever we fade out of here, so it could be a little mini high ground. It could be like here. Round a corner, there's a wall here that we can use, right? Use Coalescence now. Juno takes quite a lot of damage. Ryan goes for the Shatter, but he's alone there. Oh, still manages to take down our Hazard, though. The pins are really, really hurting him. Brig taking charge with a tank. We've got to try and support that. In comes Ryan. All the pins over onto the Brig. Just about misses. We fire an orb into there. We haven't got liquid nitrogen anymore, but the Ryan's getting really low. We fade through. Flat bounce these orbs. Oh, Ryan's coming for us here. He does pin us there. Does actually manage the pin. I mean, we're trying to set like a little bit of a trap, but enemy team have capped. We've still got players alive. I mean, there's an argument they should jump off the map here, but I mean, we'll see. They're pretty tanky, especially the Brig right now. There is a Bob. I want to go tank this Bob. Other players should be able to shoot it. We've got cross orbital, but it's doing slightly too much damage. So we just fade back. That's fine. Don't really want to get set on fire by the dynamite there, so we step back a little bit. Just get shot by the Torb. Good thing is this isn't the best Torb turret map, so I don't think the marks are hurting us too much. That is if they even have it. You know what? I don't even know if they have it. I'm saying all of this. I don't know if they have it at this point. I mean, he's definitely got the healing, right? The healing on Molten Core, we know that for sure. I'll see next time. I'll look for the power. In our soldier up now. Briggs on the point, but very low health. We rotated and it didn't pay off. Soldiers there, if we can keep the soldier alive. Oh. There is Cyber Venom on that soldier. It's so difficult to keep them alive through healing. It's one of the reasons why I like building damage as well, because when those debuffs come in, you lose 30% of your healing, but you're not losing any of your damage because of it. Cyber Venom does nothing if you're a DPS Moira. Well, we hear the rotation, we hear the jump pads, we get up top, we can flat bounce, we've got Coalescence as well. Trying to get in a position where we can flat bounce that. Ryan goes for the pin, we just about dodge that. He's flanking around to the side now. Staying up on the high ground for a second, we hear a jump pad. There's a Torb, jump into the little window. Now we're firing our Coalescence onto the enemy team. There's a few players down there. Torb very, very low, gets taken out. Ryan's now on the point with 1 health, he gets taken out as well. Ash went down there. There's a Bob over onto the point. We want to chase that down. Put an orb next to it. We don't fade in time. Bob's killing everyone. Kills our soldier. Kills me. It looks like we killed the Ash, but we've just got to deal with the Bob, and Brig comes to save the day yet again.
The score is
3-2. We get MVP this time. 15k, but I mean, well, the Ash got higher. That's pretty strong for that dynamite build. 10k damage on that Ash as well.
Up next,
Crazy.
get ready for chaos in Clash.
Right, round 6. We win this round, we win the game. So, we've got a lot of money. When you've got a lot of money, there's an item that stands out in the ability power build. And that's Armored Vest. 1000, no, it's Champion's Kit. So, Champion's Kit, we've got 12k. What are we going to get with 12k? Well, there's Super Flexor, there's Extendrils, there's Liquid Nitrogen. We could just go for that. But actually, at this point, looking at their heal numbers, I really want just to apply Cyber Venom as much as possible. And I want my ability power, which, you know, sitting at 80% right now. I want that ability power to hit hard and often. So where we've got this Smart Orbs and Extendrils combo, that I don't normally like having those two together. I feel like it's a little bit of waste on your orbs and you could add more ability power instead. But in this case, I'm like, look, we've got the Cross Orbal. We want that to stick to players. We've got Extendrils for our Phantasm Orbs. Look at those numbers. Right, let me see if I can see clocked from Torb. Did he take it? Are we going to check the enemy builds? Yes, he's got it. It's the first one, I think. So yeah, we are getting marked by the Torb turrets here. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll concede, but it looks to me like that's clocked, which is marking our team. Ryan pushes really far forward here. He's going to have to pin out of there, surely. Actually, nearly got our Hazard down in a 1v4. Soldiers retreating as well. That's not looking good for the enemy team right now without their tank orbs coming really close with the Cyber Venom as well on the Ash. But Ash somehow managed to survive. I mean, I guess if you've got a couple of healers on you as well. And yeah, they are able to survive that. We need a bit more damage. So all of the Torb Molten Core, like puddles on the ground, they're healing. Ryan Shields healing. Mercy, Juno healing. We need a constant Cyber Venom on as many players as possible. Briggs Rally comes in. I mean, it's just going toe-to-toe against the Ryan constantly. There's a turret up top. Who can shoot it, though? Like, it's so tricky. We use Coalescence here. Briggs out of LOS for us, though, so we can't heal that. Again, the turret's causing problems. We just fade just to buy ourselves a bit of time. We don't get the Cross Orbal in this room, though, so we are in a bit of trouble here. Ash next to us. Yeah. Coach gun of doom right there. Shat comes in from the enemy Ryan. And they take down our tank as well. That's okay. We've got time for the respawn. Fire an orb. Didn't get the Cross Orb down the bottom. We didn't change our aim in time. So Soldier's complaining about being one-tapped again, probably while not buying a single survival item. That's normally the standard Stadium thing. There's Cyber Venom as well, so we're not just going to be able to heal that off. Hazard is getting absolutely crushed by this Ryan, but I mean, I have heard from people who play tank that Ryan is kind of a counter to Hazard, like in Stadium at least. And I mean, we're seeing something in action. So now my team's complaining about the lack of healing from us, even though we're applying debuffs to the enemy team, because we basically have to. We also have to put out the damage output, otherwise they're just not going to die. Now we do try and do a bit of healing. We've got cross orbal, but it's not our primary focus. Briggs covering a lot of that. Quite frankly, they probably should buy some better survival items. Oh, Ryan Ping comes in, try and get on these little high ground sections. Torb gets taken down. We've still got to watch that because that's going to hurt. Like if we're walking it and the turret's being really frustrating. We jump straight into a puddle, we use Coalescence. Over onto the Ryan. Jump down. We've got our fade, so if he does shatter us, we might be able to dodge it. Or react to it. Oh, turret in. We have to fade that. In here, try and get a bit of heal on our Hazard. Our Hazard's more useful than our DPS because he can go head to head against like many of their team. Our DPS are going to struggle against them. So, and also with these walls and things, you know, it's certainly useful to try and keep our tank alive. You'll see we're often following them because it gives us like a little home as we try and get an orb there over onto the Torb. Oh, Torb's very, very low. Mercy tags on though. Mercy's healing still crazy, by the way. As Brig comes in, rally over onto the Torb. Torb standing in his puddle, but we drop off an orb next to him. Nice bit of damage there. Our team looks like we're managing to take this point. Now, if we win this midsection, we win the game.
They're moving up to objective B.
Of course. You guys know that I haven't yet gone into the... yeah, I mean, this round's kind of spoiled. But it's fine. It's still a good round. And the last round, it's going to be... yeah, I think you're going to find it interesting. Definitely stick around for that one. Oh, I wish I'd just fired the orb in a slightly different angle there. We might have been able to get the heal orb from cross orbal to heal our team at the top. We find ourselves up against an Ashe. We use Coalescence. She's isolated. No healers for you this time. Mercy's there. Ryan comes in with a pin. We've got to see if we can get up top. We must contest the point at some point, though. Juno Missile comes in and hits us. There's no one else nearby. We've got to get down onto the point. We've just used our fade as well. We've got to jump down with no cooldowns. Orb fired over onto the point. We tried heal orbs just to keep us alive, but it didn't work out.
Let's check the stats.
Yeah.
3 to 3.
Enemy team take the round.
You can really
We
tell
get
who
good
the
money,
playmakers are.
but we don't really need good money at this point. We need the results.
Coming up.
And it's a problem.
Put those hands together. It's time for push.
Right. So here, guys. Here's where I pick an item that I don't think any of you guys would pick.
What tactics will the teams come up with this
And I'll
round?
explain it. With the numbers as well. So, okay. Let's see what we're going to do for... We've got options for our powers as well, right? So we sell Vitality Amplifier, and I'm thinking... Liquid Nitrogen, we could get our second debuff. There's also Super Flexor for more AP. What I know for a fact here is I need damage. I need a lot of damage. I need to do as much damage as possible. So, looking around, and I'm thinking at this point I might take Chain Grasp for more damage. I'm checking their armor here. And it's like, okay, look, if we can kill the Rhine quicker. So, Codebreaker. I want Phantasmic Flux. So I get 10% weapon power from Phantasmic Flux, and I get 15% weapon power from Codebreaker as well. Now, Toki on our team is asking if I can take Liquid Nitrogen. And I can't. I can't take it. Look, here's the numbers, because Codebreaker also applies to orbs, right? It's going to do more damage. Your orbs are going to do more damage against armor. So if I take Liquid Nitrogen here, I'm losing about 12 damage per second with my orbs against the armor targets. And I'm losing 22 DPS with my grasp. And if they have no armor, I lose out on 6 DPS with orbs and about 11 DPS with my grasp. And bearing in mind that Chain Grasp is affecting multiple enemies, so I could be losing out on like 66 DPS during that 3-second period. Another alternative that I could have taken here would be Super Flexor, which really puts out impressive orb numbers, and it gives us a strong grasp against non-armored targets. But the advantage is only while you have the stacks, and there's also a real possibility here that Torbjorn would get the armor power, which he actually didn't, by the way. And then that's just going to make it so that Codebreaker's a clear winner. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. We've now got a lot more damage attached to our grasp because we just need more damage. Ryan goes into the room with us with that little dash. And we do get taken down. They do still have quite a bit of armor on our team, but yeah, the fact that we can also put out chain grasp damage as well, and our orbs do more against armor is going to be really, really strong for us here. We do manage to win the fight, even though we got taken down in that room. So now, it also feels like we're going to do a lot more damage in this round. So every time the like Ryan's armor's already gone, and that's not all us. Obviously, there's other players shooting at him as well. But he loses that armor really quick, and so does everyone else really. So now our team's pushing forward. There's Ashe over in the point. Our grasp is now, you know, plus 25% weapon power stronger. Now Torb here as well. He gets armor when he's using overload. That's it. I was thinking overflow. I was like, what? It's optical overflow. Right, Phantasm Orb over onto the Rhine as well. Cool. Those numbers also, by the way, were for a single orb and a single target grasp. So obviously we have multi-ball and we've got 2 different orbs. Bounce the orbs in the room. We do manage to take down the Torbjorn there. Cassidy's in a little duel against the Ashe. Does manage to win it. That means our team's pushing the objective all the way to the end here. Our tank does get taken down though. Mercy's going to buy some time for them. Has anybody got that hit scan accuracy to take down the Mercy that's flying around? It doesn't look like it. Ashe takes down our soldier as we fail a fade jump to try and get up top. We bounce the orbs around. Pin comes in. Gonna flank round. Oh, if the Judo didn't notice, we might have been able to just sneak that bot. Even just for a few seconds, delay them here. Could have probably faded there, but it doesn't really matter. Right. Enemy team are going to start their objective run now. So our Hazard's currently on fire. Soldier on the high ground, forced to retreat. Does get taken down actually by the Rhine. This isn't looking very good for us. Hazard's half health. I'm kind of lost as to who I wanted to heal there. I wanted to get something over to the soldier. We do get set on fire by that. Fade the Earth Shatter comes in. Oh, there's a Bob behind. I'm like, that's taking too long to kill. I need to get more active. We'll just avoid that Bob completely. As Ryan's very, very low health at the back, does get taken down. Torb and Ashe stuck in the Hazard ult. It's going into overtime. Only a gun remaining. Our team take the round. Take the game. See, no problem. Liquid Nitrogen would have helped, but I feel like just having more and more damage is going to work out really well against their team. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you learn to talk arcs. Subscribe if not, and you want to see more of the content, of course, hit that button too. Guys, we'll see you soon in the next one. GG's. Much love.